Hello and welcome to Journey to Easter. Today is Tuesday, March 7th of the second week of Lent. I'm actually beginning my 60th year today. Now, I'm only 59 on paper, but of course, I always got to be reminded that as we look at it, it's the next step, the next year. It's kind of making me reflect a little bit today on my life. I think whenever we have a birthday, you kind of look back and you think about, where you've been and where you're at and where you're going. I think today's gospel is speaking to me today. It comes from the Gospel of Matthew. And Jesus says to his disciples, he says, "The greatest among you must be your servant. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." I love this challenge that Jesus gives us in this gospel passage because he kind of reminds us, let's look at your life. As I reflect on my 59 years, and maybe where the next years are going, I just have to constantly remind myself, that God calls me to be focused on others, not myself. I'm not one that truly doesn't like to, celebrate that birthday. I'd rather just kind of go through the day without anybody acknowledging it, and that's okay with me because I want to be focused on others. I always like to tell everybody when they wish me happy birthday, it's a good day for others too, not just because I came into the world, but there's blessings all around. There's blessings all around. Today I'm reminded how important it is to think of others and how that's how I want my life to be. And it's a constant reminder. When people are, I think, struggling with anxiety or depression in some way, one of the things I always try to instruct them to do, is to do something where you're serving others, where you're in service to another, where you're doing something for another. Go to a soup kitchen, go to Catholic Charities and help out. Gather some things together and take clothes, to the needy. Find somebody that you can prepare a meal for. Do something for others. You'll be surprised that when you do for others, how much you're really doing for yourself. Because you're starting to discover what you are called to do as a disciple of our Lord. Do for others. I think today we need to reflect on how do we put others first? Or do we put others first? And you'd be surprised, again, the more you put others first, the more others-centered you are, it's going to come back to you. And it's going to help you. And you're going to see life differently. And you're going to live life differently. Continue your journey to Easter.